Hi, Evan Pantazzi. Just wanted to introduce this little film. Many of you saw on my YouTube video feed a while back a shot to the femoral nerve. And since then I've done two other quicker posts on it. One being, which nerve is it really, from a question that came up. And also we're working with two other guys. We're working with Steve Lynch, who picked up on it and said he got a move out of his seipai, Goju Kata. And Tom Gallo from New York is a Filipino martial artist. And he was doing some takedowns with his students in class, having them target their shoulder to the femoral nerve. So what you're seeing here is a little bit of the first film clip that it's already been on YouTube. If you wait and get past that, you'll see other applications for this target. So it's called chaining, and what we're going to do is we're going to try and bring you some chaining events. Anybody's welcome to join. We're going to do a specific target, and then see how you come up with it in your martial style. And this is the basis of our study group sessions. You know, you got a lot of different martial artists from a lot of different styles that come in, and what we do is the study group leader would introduce a target for the night, say, okay, this is what I thought of to work with this point or this target, and then go around the room after they've worked on it for a set period, a good amount of time experimenting with it with the one person, then another person in the class. Say he's another stylist, say a Shotokan stylist, and you're a jiu-jitsu guy. So you give him a jiu-jitsu idea that you thought of with it, and then the Shotokan guy gets out and says, okay, I found this in the kata, this is such and such, and I can see it doing this. And then you have an Aikido guy do it, and then you have whoever's in your class, Filipino martial arts, Wing Chun guy, whatever the case may be. And that's part of the fun of the study group, and that's what a lot of these people that are in Kyusho are missing. They're trying to run classes, they're trying to run seminars all the time. The fun and the excitement and the real skill is developed in the study group. So sit back, take a watch, and see a couple of the techniques these guys came up with. And if you're interested in sending something in for the next target, please do. I'll preface it by saying this is a target we're all going to do with chaining. And you can send in your video. It can be an unlisted YouTube video that you post, and then you can just send the link to Kyusho.com. The support function on that, or the contact function at Kyusho.com. Send in that link and we'll put it on the video and introduce it with all the other martial artists in the chaining project. So thanks for watching. Here's some clips. This is, wait till you get into the headbutts with this.
No.
Okay. We're just going to drop this for a second. Okay, we're in the clinch. Okay, we're going to just back his arm out of here for a second. Now, whatever leg is forward, that's going to be the target. Okay? How we're going to drop it is we're going to strike down into the stomach 31. So you have to make sure you're well over to the side here, because if you're on this side trying to aim over, you're going to be in trouble. Okay? He's got the advantage on you. So your head has to be over on that side. And from here, you get to drop into the leg just to drop it out. Now, stomach 31 is right where those muscles come and they separate, right at the top here. And you have to try to, like, force a knuckle, your main knuckle. You could probably get your index knuckle, but the middle knuckle is the strongest. And all I did was I hit down and I dragged through it with the muscle spindle cell idea as well. But you strike in to, like, lock the leg. But what happens is if the leg doesn't lock, you see it skip back. Okay, and that's because that affects the muscle and it contracts a muscle. And as the muscle contracts, that's when the leg lifts and you get yourself.
All right, we can see right in through here. This is not the nerve. It's the lateral femoral cutaneous, part of the femoral nerve, but not the one we're after. This is the femoral nerve hiding right underneath this muscle group in through here, and that's why I was saying you're going to have to separate between these two muscles. Now, stomach 31 is going to be up here on the fascia in between, but it's not going to be on the nerve. See how deep this goes. I mean, these muscles in your legs, they're pretty thick. Give it about maybe a half an inch to an inch, and you're not going to stick a needle in someone half an inch to an inch to get to that nerve, so we can skip that aspect of it. But let's take a look here, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take away the blood vessels here. We can see the major blood vessels working down in there, but we don't need that. We need some clarity in through here. And what we're going to take a look at is this branching right in through here. Let's put the muscles back on. So you're going to look in this area right around here, all right, and you know, right in this area here. I can't do that and keep it there, but you can start to see that this is the nerve you're going to be striking, and it's the femoral nerve. And let's take a look a little bit more in depth. It's a major nerve of the lumbosacral plexus, okay? And there are branches that are called the sartorius nerve. I mean, there are little nerves all over the place. This is the saphenous nerve right in through here. You know, you got to look at the major nerves. Sometimes these smaller nerves that are more on the surface of the body that branch across or off of these are more superficial, are going to be the ones that you think of because they're on the surface, but that's one of the problems. Okay, what we need to do is we need to learn to get through this muscle mass and penetrate into these major nerves, and that's part of the tools that we need, and that blood pool hand is really an excellent targeting device for that, or a tool for getting past these muscle groups in through here.
So we're here in Canada, just north of Toronto at the Angus Dojo with Canada Dojo Federation, and we're also obviously members of Kyusho International under Batazi, and we've got a target, and we're coming up with some pretty unique applications in respect to the Goju perspective. Now the katas are Mabukan based. That's kind of what we've been following for the last number of decades. And anyway, the first move, Sensei Batazi kind of demonstrated it, and right away I saw Seipai application. On Seipai, most of the schools will, in this position here, they'll do more like a Gita and Barai. We tend to kind of maybe give it a bit of a jam, and it really kind of turned some light bulbs on for me when I saw Sensei Batazi demonstrating it. So the nerve that we're attacking, you know, to get away from, we're trying to get away from that false pressure point concept, because this pressure points, they're a good little tool to kind of understand where the target is. But for those of you guys that are stuck on the point of the pressure point stuff, it's stomach 31. And it's located just a little offside of the center, and that big nerve that runs down your leg. So if you get kind of, like Sensei Batazi was saying, within the clinch, you know, for sure this always happens, but even if you're, you know, in this position and the person comes at you with a step forward, trying to swing, you can take that and really attack that nerve. And then from here, the next movement, it kind of sets that application up for, you know, obviously an arm break, or just kind of, you know, control the limb. So that's one application. So I'll show you again. Technique comes in. People come on this side, I can see a little bit better. So again, you know, if it's a hook punch or something of that nature, or you're in the clinch or whatever, you know, stepping kind of, you know, when you step back, you're giving yourself some distance, but not too much, so you stay in range, and you can protect yourself. And quickly, as you slide down with the stance, it's going to help that arm come down, right? So again, right in here, and as you roll down, see the reaction again. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. That's kind of what we rolled off with the Sekai application. Okay, so there are many different katas and applications of katas that you can apply this technique to. We're just starting to touch the surface, but there's also, you got to think about the yin and the yang aspects of any technique. So yang being a percussive, and the yin being more like a tiger grabbing and pulling in. So, you know, this is kind of like where we're heading towards now. But in this instance, we have the kata saifa that comes in this way. And there's all kinds of different things, and all, you know, I don't think there's really a bad technique unless it's totally outrageous. But I mean, even just with the hands, if you know the human anatomy, if someone's trying to grab you and you whack into those nerves, you're going to get a reaction if you look at his face, right there. So if someone's got you or they're about to grab you, and the kata basically tells us to raise the leg, well, what does that mean? Is it a kick? It could be. It could be a takedown, it could be anything. But in this case, we're thinking about nerve again. So once you've opened the person up, give it a little bit of a hit, and the person folds right into you. So that's a scythe application. Did you feel that? Or
oh, yeah.
That? Okay. So again, we could go and do this all night. Another application that might be effective for that technique is from our Seisson kata, Goju. So after this position here, there's a triple punch and a pull down. But it's this next move that way back in the 80s when I was learning this kata, one of our guys showed me this technique as a blocking technique. I don't really believe in blocks. I believe in redirection of technique or a strike coming at you. I think that in my concept of karate, every block is an actual strike. It's a destroying technique. And yeah, you know, when you go to destroy that arm, Jodan Nuke, it gets redirected, which is a good thing, but you're also trying to destroy that arm. Okay, but in this case, if you're in a position where you get yourself on the other side, you can use that. If you just go here this way, there's not much of a real effect, but if you kind of bring it down, because the next move of this kata is coming in this way. Okay? Don't worry about all this fancy stuff. You can apply that later. But just that action of stepping down, when you're attacking that nerve, you can get a really good reaction, and I could have actually extended that kick or that stance either to the spinning six, that nerve here, or just below the knee, and continue with not necessarily a break, but a control technique. Yeah, that's what we're thinking about right now, and that's what we're working on, is that target. One, two, shoulder. Oh, more shoulder.
Nice. Nice. Oh, she's going in for the kill. Nice, Keith.
That look right?
Yeah.
Did that feel right, Tom?
Yeah, it was very smooth.
Looking good, guys.
You're not really even going for the ankle lock.
No.
You can have it, but
Yeah, the lot. It's not. The takedown is going for the hip. Control.
stay there.
Oh, good. It's going to be cool. Not yet.
Nice.
You know what I felt? It feel like, what is that called? The Russian martial art?
Sistema?
Yeah.
It's Kyusho.
Watch out the bottom. Good. Your head's here. I got hands.
Okay.
Make sure I don't like. So you're almost.
Tommy's countering over here.
No countering.
No counters.
No countering.
No counters. Watch out. Oh, she's sneaky. She will take you down town.
Yeah.
Hit him, Donald. There you go. Nice.
That's my face. He's gonna diet and make him more room.
Hit it. Just hit it. Hit it.
Did it feel right?
Yeah, it did.
Got that a little low.
Nice.
Tom, you see, I'm got to dive.
Yeah, angle it down. Angle your shoulder down more. You're going kind of straight and sometimes up.
Angle the shoulder down more. Bring it out.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
That's what it is.
What is it?
We're going to public area.